Sure. This was a good idea. Right here, this guy. Good idea. What's up, everybody? So you're looking at my nightmare.
No running in the hallway.
She's a project, the kid says. She's a little rough around the edges. I went 1,400. I got him down to 12. I should have given him 600 bucks. It's a blaster. I got nothing against blasters, except for when they're cobbled together. Do you see that? That's a cracked exhaust pipe. This sucker leaks smoke everywhere. Leaks smoke out of there because that's missing. We were just riding around having a good old time, and then the kid's zip tied job came undone. I really should have looked at this thing a little closer, but you know, everybody wants so damn much for a quad these days. I figured, 1,200 bucks, how could I go wrong? Sure. You can go wrong, all right. Oh, a lot of bolts are missing. The more I look at it, the more angry I am. So we're gonna have fun putting it back together. We're doing a real professional job here. Something that would make that person on my comments section who called me a piece of shit mechanic real proud. They don't even have the clamp that goes between the two halves of the exhaust. We could melt tape to it until it holds.
You'd be better off with tin foil.
I don't have any tin foil. Don't show them the brand. We'll get censored. And don't say offensive words. There goes my ad revenues. Guess what, guys? That's why you'll watch these videos, because there's no fucking ads. It's not for kids. Not a family-friendly channel. That's why you'll watch it, because you don't have to watch fucking ads. Oh my God, the adpocalypse is really happening. The adpocalypse is really here, boys and girls. Boys and one woman who identifies as a man. Oh, this is how a guy does it. Oh my God. This is a disaster. Yellow paint. Copper wire. I'm gonna lose this exhaust pipe in about 10 seconds. It's really great work I've done. This is how you really do it. This is how you know I know what I'm doing. That's how you know that guy that was screaming at me on my comments section about the Zundap and how amazing he was at rebuilding. Spoog. How's a guy do it? A disaster is happening. Yes. I tried to be lazy and make this quick. I forgot to close the thing. Does anybody else own this set? You know. You know if you do. You sure?
People get off on this, yeah.
Get off on.
Look at that. Yeah, make sure it's in the right spot.
The right spot.
Yeah.
That's 7/16. That's the right spot right there.
Don't lose this. Don't lose it. Oh,
That's
okay.
another piece of talk about. It doesn't work anymore. Do you want to know more?
Tell us.
Work of excellence, GM, General Motors, Yamaha. Oh, this is excellent work I've done. I've outdone myself. Will she even start? She might need a little choke. Choke! Come on. What a son of a bitch! This doesn't work. Okay, so well, you clearly saw that our extremely important exhaust system, selectional, back pressure optional, depending on your sports needs, and to cancel out the rear silencer. So, she's clearly ready for the track. She has optional shedding weight technology.
Can't beat a good Moto 4.
Nice and black mark on my shorts. That's from the exhaust. Well, I introduced you all to that bike I revived years ago. It's still pretty rough. The transmission doesn't shift good. But all you need is first gear. No choke. It doesn't like to start with kicks because, you know, she clapped. Together with garbage bike. I mean, you can't find these parts. When you do find them, they're usually worn out. 1974 Zundap Rickman. This one's been dropped, beat, went through a flood, I think, and then I got my hands on it and tried to revive it.
Our trail. It's kind of bumpy. It's extremely bumpy. Michael's somewhere. Here he comes.
Transmission is garbage. Woo! There's a gear. I found one. This exhaust pipe. Ah. So that's the hardest she's been ridden in a long time. Unfortunately, our fun will probably have to be put back in the jar. That's a little hard on her, but it wasn't the worst. See, this bike is kind of like a tune-on-the-fly sort of bike. So they gave it, you know, most carburetors have screws, right? Well, this one does not. This one's just like it's got a little band ring. So we just kind of drop the bowl and back down the yap. Maybe a little on the tank too, helps it keep from rust. Don't leave gas in the float bowl when it's crappy stuff, because it'll eat a hole in it. I already had to replace this carburetor once, but it wasn't my doing. The first time through this bike, when we got to working on it, cleaned up the carburetor and there was a hole or two. So I bought this guy. And I don't want to buy another one. I don't even know if I can. And then this tank, this petcock is not the right petcock. So, because of that, I don't leave the tank on the bike. That'll be perfectly straight or it won't come off. This bike only has like one bolt that holds this tank, right there. The other two is pins right there, so it's almost like they intended on it being easily removable anyway. Ah, you can rebuild the whole motorcycle in like 4 hours! This perfectly clapped out, left in Western Washington to die motorcycle at least has traveled 26.6 miles. That's 26.6 further miles than she otherwise would have done if I hadn't done anything to her. And that is all.